Separate facts from the fiction. Live hood, see what's under your engine. Anywho, we in and we flexing. Drop fast, got a nasty addiction. Separate facts from the fiction. Live hood, see what's under your engine. Anywho, we in and we flexing. Drop fast, got a nasty addiction. Chicago to Yabaco, while we wildin', you know we riding. Do it for the fam back on the island. Go so hard, we ain't playing, I promise. MR2, you know how we do. Custom made, everything brand new. Hit a red right before the burn, pulling off like a scab when he make the turn. Hey, like we fine.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. So in the last episode, just gotta catch you up to speed, we did remove all the suspension parts off of under this Toyota MR2. So what we're gonna do is get all those parts powder coated that same black that we have the intake manifold for the 3VZ. So everything's gonna look nice and clean when we get it back. Since we have everything removed already, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take advantage of that and we're gonna actually do something called custom coat. It's an actual truck bed liner that I like to use. I've used this before. It's actually a really good product, and I like it because I can roll it on, and it's about 60-minute flash time. So let's jump into this episode, guys, and let's just get this stuff done so we can get this car down on the ground, because this car needs to be driven, guys. So let's go. Alright, I figured I'd give you guys kind of the rundown on what I did pick up and the parts that I am going to be using. A shout out to Harbor Freight. They always come in handy. This is not sponsored, though, by Harbor Freight at all, guys. I just like to use their products just because, one, they have a store very close to me, and two, it's very affordable, especially when, you know, you're this do-it-yourself type of person. You know, you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. Yeah, this is what I got. I got the... basically palm sander, the Bauer palm sander. I got a 220 grit, I got a 150 grit, and I got an 80 grit for those harder spots. I got my tack cloths. I got some drop cloths as well. I did get this. This is some self-etching primer. This I got just because I had it from the last, I think, engine bay we did, which was on the red car. But I'm going to use this in case I hit bare metal when I do sand. I really just don't want to mess this up because, you know, you got to do it right initially, and this is kind of how I have done it before, and it's lasted years. And I'll take you guys on this journey as well. Please leave a comment down below if you guys have your own process on how you guys do this, or how you guys have applied truck bed liner to your car or underneath your undercarriage. So make sure you drop me a comment down below, guys. If you guys can't tell that I am a overnighter, this is El Sol. This is Malta. This is a malt beverage that you get out in Puerto Rico. And the 7-Eleven pizza. I know you guys are probably like, what the hell is that? I know you can eat better than that. This stuff is really good. This is good. So guys, let's jump into this process and let's get this stuff going. Let's go. Some stuff that I added when I first got the car. This was like a aerosol can, kind of like... I don't know, I guess it was kind of like a truck bed liner, but we're going to sand all this. I did get the 80 grit. We're gonna do basically all down here. I'm gonna remove these pieces, and we're just gonna sand all this stuff. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. I think it might be too bright, but we're gonna sand basically all this stuff. So guys, sit back, let's jump into this episode and let's get this stuff going. Let's go. Guys, as you guys seen, you know, this was actually the 80 grit, and I think I'm actually okay with the way the sanding came out. This is undercoating, so I mean, as long as the part gets scuffed up enough to where it can catch some of this this truck bed liner, I'm okay with that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove our brake line right now. I'm going to kind of straighten this one out because I'm not going to use this one anymore. So I'm going to straighten this out, remove that, and try to get in here a little bit more. And at that point, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do some etching primer and kind of do little bold spots that I see, and then go from there, guys. And then we're going to move on to the next wheel well. So I did remove the brake line, like I did say. This one I'm not going to use anymore. As you guys can see, it is super corroded and just disgusting. So 3 AN fittings and lines and stuff, so it's going to look really nice and clean. This is no longer going to be here, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. But check it out. This is kind of the before. I'm going to start doing is etching or spraying this etching primer throughout this area, just so then it has time to dry. I'm going to start taping some stuff up as well, just because you know, I don't want it to go everywhere, but actually it really doesn't matter because all this is going to get painted. So I might not do that. I'm just going to kind of tape this area here so then it doesn't get over onto the green. Alright guys, now that you guys seen that I did spray the etching primer for the front, and I did a very light coat just because this is where I'm at with the passenger side front. So we're gonna now move on to the rear side, but the bumper came back, and look at how beautiful this thing is, guys. Let me bring this thing out to the light. Now that it's out in the light, check it out, guys. This is an amazing job. Marco did do a really good job on this. He did have to, you know, re-resin a lot of things just because I think he had like a mixture of like resin and fiberglass or something like that. He was talking about. I don't understand the paint lingo, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. It is 100% ready to be mounted. All we still have to do is a nice wet sand and buff. My OCD will kick in, so we will need to do that. Did get in. Dun, 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 dun. We got the other over fender, so we have both now, and I got a secret coming soon you guys might enjoy. But so we got the bumper so far, we got the 2 rear over fenders, and we have the front bumper. We are still missing the side skirts and a couple other things, but Marco is doing his thing with the rest of the parts, so we should get those soon, he said. Roughly 2 or 3 days. It is amazing. So let's jump back into the rear passenger side well, so then I can sand it down a little bit, throw some etching primer, and move on to the other parts, guys. So let's go.
Baby, so go. Baby, so go.
So unfortunately, guys, my Bauer hand palm sander died on me. The battery did just give out, and I think I had it a full charge as I started, so I was able to do basically 2 welds. That's enough to spray a nice little thin layer of etching primer, so then everything else can grab. As far as the other coat of the custom coat truck bed liner, I'm going to do right now real quick, guys, since this is dead and I'm going to have to charge the battery again. I'm going to just spray a real quick thin layer of this etching primer, so then it can sit as well with the front. As you guys can see, the front is looking nice, so that's going to be perfect for that. And we're going to do the same here, and then we'll be back, guys, when I got a full charge. It'll be probably a day or 2 from now, but let's go. Kind of wanted to give you guys a real quick update. This is post 2 hours after literally spraying it down and being done and sanding with it. So I'm touching it. This is super and it's nice and textured too. It's super smooth but textured at the same time. So this one is completely done. And we also have the front that we did as well. That is also completely done. Really, this is just etching primer to get it to where we need to get it. I'm just going along with how the rules of the application go. So they wanted us to sand it down, add etching primer, then you can put the truck bed liner. So far so good, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a real quick update before we move on to the next day.
Separate facts from the fiction. Live hood, see what's under your engine. Any hood we in, are we flexing? Drop fast, got a nasty addiction. Separate facts from the fiction.